Look at this vast landscape that I plan to cover today. Yeah, I know. There's a road up there. Don't worry. I'm planning on staying away from it. I'm planning on staying away from the trail too. I've been trying to explore throughout these woods right here. I mean, this is probably one of the largest state parks in the area. I don't know how many acres it might be, or how many square miles it might cover. I don't know. I just go and do things. I've explored a little bit of it, but I want to cover what I can today, and I'm prepared. It's heavy, but I got my backpack on. 2 bottles of water, but this area covers a wide area. And like I said, I told you in one of my videos before, this park is what I call the Bermuda Triangle of parks. Because basically, you know, the trails and all, they sometimes they get me caught up in the same location. I'd be walking for hours, come to the same location, turn back around, come a different direction, come back to the same bridge. Did that 3 times one time at one day and got caught up. But you know, I'm off the trail now. But we're not going to be looking for anything in particular. We're just going to be hanging out. I want to cover the landscape. I want to cover the topography. I want to cover the hardness of it and take a look. Yeah, we're going to be looking at cool stuff like this. Yeah, I'll try to keep the video short. But yeah, let's just walk and have a good time. Let's just hope we don't come across anything that's going to kill us. Hey, but you know what? You want to know where my creek walking shoes are? They're in the bag behind me. They're in my backpack. It weighs a ton right now because it's got a ton of water in it. But yeah, let's hope we can continue to have the sun out here so it can give us this loveliness out here. As you see, I'm going to try to do what I can just to keep walking out here. Just to walk in the woods. Looks like we come across an old road, but I already knew this was here in the first place. Yeah, but I see somebody a mile away. They're trying to climb the hill. They're not being too successful. Looks like I'm gonna have to step up. What's he doing, buddy? I know you guys don't see him. Look at him. He's trying to climb the hill. Hey, man. What are you doing up in here? You're trying to climb the hill, huh? I saw you struggling. Come on, man. Let's go. You better make sure you don't fall down. Why are you trying to climb the hill, man? Come on. There you go, man. Climb that hill. Man, he was asking for trouble. Look at him. He's looking at me. Come on, man. Go. Well, you're trying to find water, aren't you? You probably are. You got a long way to go, man. I can't take you out there now. You'll be hanging with Leonardo for the next 5 hours. Yeah. The things I do. Yeah. Look at what he tried to do. He would have never made it. Yeah, I see you, man. I see you looking at me. Man. I want to put him deeper in the woods. Because I have a feeling that he's going to try to walk backwards. Like Michael Jackson. Come on, man. Come on. Don't bite my finger off. trying to get off this old road here. I don't want to be on it because it's like just an overgrown trail is all it is. Here we go. Here's a cool spot that I can actually climb up on. All right, man. All right, buddy. See you later. Clearing out here. What's this? If it's somebody's backyard, I doubt it is. There's like 3 houses back behind us, but so you can't get lost out here. Maybe it's just the clearing in the trees no matter what. Probably nothing big. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a clearing in the trees. That's all it is. It's nobody's backyard. Well, the land's not too bad out here. It's straight up and down. I mean, it's straight. Trying to see how close we are to that road because I'm trying to zigzag through the landscape. We'll be out here all day. Well, that's weird. Was somebody digging? Did somebody have a camp out here? I don't know. Yeah, it's just a clearing in the trees, nothing big. All right. Yeah, as you can tell, I made it up to the roadway, which I didn't really want to, but I'm doing this because that's an old road up there. I mean, the road's probably been there since like the I'm going to say at least the 1930s. Maybe sooner. I mean, maybe later than that. Who knows? It could be early 1900s. It's a very old road, actually. But the reason I came up here like this is because I'm looking for, the good old boys dump sites. The typical dump sites. Where back in the 30s, Harold and his son just came out here and dumped out a whole bunch of garbage back in 1936. That kind of thing. But I found this thing. Look at this. That's wild. Best example I've seen ever. Usually they're a lot smaller. You know what it is. It's just some kind of fungus. That's all it is. But let's hope this is a long road. I'm not going to stick next to it the entire day. Why would I? I came out here to explore the thousands of acres out here. Cutting across the woods and all. Look at all this ground cover. But really though, I don't know where Harold and Michael would have dumped their garbage out here back in the 30s, back in the 40s, back in the 50s, back in the 60s. It's a family affair. But I bet it was all cleaned up. I bet it was. So whatever used to be out here is no more. But I'll get back to you if I find something. I mean, if I find something cool. Haven't found anything much. Oh, of course. What I always find. The metallic balloons. What does this one say? Happy birthday. Number 5. All aboard. Yeah, I find those all the time. I told you in all my videos. I found more of those than anything else. Yeah, where should we go? The road is still to our right. Maybe I'll just keep walking and check to see on Google Earth. You know, back in the turn of the century, back in the 1900s, this whole entire, site, this whole entire area was tree farming and something else. I don't know what it was. I ran across some empty beer cans back there, about 200 feet behind us. So that told me that some people come out here all the time. We got to climb these step downs, these farming step downs. But that's a shame because, if they did tree farming out here, that means that they would have cut down any Indian signal trees that might have existed. So they don't exist. Which means we're not going to find anything. Who knows? We might come across a spot where we might find some old bottles when they were out here working. Might come across an old stash of old Coke bottles from like the 1940s, 30s. You won't believe how many times I've been trekking through the woods like this and there will be nothing around, and then I'll just randomly step on an intact Coke bottle sitting in the ground. Yeah. So who knows? That might happen. Well, that can always happen also. Yeah, I know, you're going to tell me to check it. Might have something in it. Yeah, some water. Yeah, Powerade, probably 1999 or something. Yeah. I want to see if I can come across some geocaching box. There's a little tributary over there. I don't know what direction I'm going in or coming out of or what. It's all good. Man. It's nice out here. I know it's not like your waterfalls in Argentina or out there in Colorado or something. I know it's not Amicalola Falls. But it certainly has that feel of the deep North Georgia mountains. I already know where this creek leads. Although I've never been in it before. It's my first time in it. I'm probably about 3 miles from the parking area. I'm 3 miles away from everything at this point. And it's 3:30. Yeah. Can't get up there. Look at that incline right there. You know what's going to happen when I walk in there. I think I might as well throw on my creek walking shoes the rest of the way until we get down to the bottom. Let's do that. It's absolutely perfect. It's heaven on earth. Remember what I said about heaven on earth. everything is hard in its own right. Look at that. I'm taking a picture. Got to get that stem just right in the top left hand corner, or it's not going to sell. It doesn't meet my expectations if I don't get it just right, if you catch my drift. Man, it's great out here. I'm just lost in the woods. I am. I'm not technically lost, but I'm just exploring. Man, I've been sitting around for a while. You know, this backpack weighs like 1,000 pounds. I gotta be careful. There could be snakes out here, ready to strike. Ready to strike at that Da Vinci Code. But I'm being protected. I am. I'm not scared of anything anymore. I mean, okay, to be honest, yes, I'm still frightened. I'm a little bit frightened. I do trust them. I trust that they're going to protect me. All right. Look, a leaf is floating in midair. An optical illusion. You know, I like those optical illusions. I love creating optical illusions. I already told you that. Man, this is wild getting through here. Wow, look at that. Look at the way the light cascades down through that incline that nobody can ever climb unless they had a pair of football cleats. But it's too damp down here. I need a dry spot. It's too damp. Man. Nothing is by accident out here. Everything is orchestrated. Everything is on purpose. Everything moves the way it's supposed to move. Wow, look at that piece. Look at that sculpture, guys. What do you think about that? Sitting here in the waters of eternity all by itself. I had a feeling I'm going to be walking out of here with my headlights on my forehead. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, No, come on, people. No. Okay. All right, that just... Man. Well, that could have been here for about 50 years or 100 years. I don't know. Another paint can. Probably came from the old road, like 3 miles up the road from here. Man. All these natural outlines. Trying to give me better ideas about life. But I'll tell you one thing. Nothing is by accident. Nothing's by accident. Everything is orchestrated. Look at that. Everything is on purpose. the winds of time, the waters of eternity, Mother and Father Nature, doing things at their best. But nothing is everything's orchestrated. Nothing is by accident. I know I had these ideas, these artistic ideas, like accidental art. Look at that. Contrast, light, green versus brown, the goldens in between. Everything is orchestrated. Why? That's up for you to decide, or for you to think about, not for me to tell you. Oops, there goes a frog jumping in. Man, look at that. It's like fire. Motionless fire. Maybe I should get closer. You got to read things at different scales, like I told you. When you have things at different scales, it tells you something. It reveals a secret at different scales. Looks like fire, or does it not? I'm just taking reference pictures. You know what Leonardo does. Look at that. Yeah, old versus new. I'm trying to frame the view. I'm trying to frame the view with these lines, like a map. Let's see if I can make this one connect at that corner just right. Yeah, it looks like a road map. There we go. Look at these foreground and background outlines. That's just perfect. Yeah. Got this one going towards us. That's a good picture right there. You probably don't think so. Just imagine what it's going to look like when you do an opposite. What is opposite? Yeah, an inverse. Man. See, that thing was made to hold up by itself. Look at this. I know you don't think the way Leonardo does. Look, it's not being held up by anything. Yes, it is, because it's stuck in that perfect hole at the right time, where a tree used to be. The old stump of another tree. That's the only thing that's holding this thing up. And I bet it weighs 195, 200 pounds. You know it does. See? Nothing's by accident. Man, look at those curves. Just like you. I know some people out there might think that how many times their parents or how many times their grandparents say that they were an accident. They were not planned as a baby. You got it all wrong. You have to think differently. Hey, where'd the water go? It's right there. It's going down into a hole. The water's gone. And it magically reappears right there. I'm going to tell you a secret. Nobody is created by accident. Excuse my sinuses. As you can tell, it's really damp. You got these damp bushes down here, like your mountain bushes. No, but I tell you what, nobody is born by accident. So if your parents say you were unplanned, you have it all wrong. Perfect. I like that one. The lighting's just right. It doesn't matter, you can read at different scales. You'll see what I'm talking about. like that angle. Trying to get to a flat zone so I can climb back up. You know how Leonardo does his thing. Walking around in big time topography. Excuse me. Walking around in big time photography. Topography doesn't work well with wet shoes on. Man, I tell you what. Yeah, but if anybody's ever told you before you were an accident, you weren't planned, I'll tell you a secret. You need to gather yourself a different kind of understanding about life. They're wrong. They're terribly wrong. Everybody born in human history, everything that is ever born onto this planet, I don't care if you're a little spider, if you were a rock, if you're a plant that no longer lives, like a tree, and your root is still, just reminiscent of your existence. Whatever you are, you were planned to be on this planet for a reason. Unfortunately, it goes for the good and the bad, the knowledge of good and evil. Man, look at this. So if anybody ever told you before that you were not planned, just keep it to yourself and just realize that they were wrong. They're all wrong. Why is this so true? Why have you always been planned? It's common sense. What did I tell you about your knowledge before? Knowledge. Man, look at this. I'll look and try not to touch. No. All right. Get this. If you were not planned, you wouldn't be here. You're planned. So you were here. So you were planned. I hope you understand me. Wow, look at that scene. I'm walking through a place that somebody probably hasn't walked through in probably, I don't know what, 20 years, 30 years, 100 years? No, trust me, many people have come out through here. It's not the normal thing to do, I know that. I'm lost out here. I'm honest. I'll be honest with you, I am lost out here now. It's 4:15, 4:30. I got 4 hours before dark to go back 5 miles to where I came from. And I have no idea what direction to go into with 55% left on my battery. That's okay because I have a backup battery ready to use that compass of mine. Oops, see? I'm not going to take your house, buddy. Look, you see him? Yeah, see you. Leonardo's not going to take his house. He's going to go around like what you should do. Man, look at that. That's why I like the sun. That's why I've always liked the sun. Look what it does out here. I don't care if I'm in Florence, Italy. Look what it does. I came up here because I wanted to see this. I want to see if it meets my expectations. Usually everything does. You should already know that about me. If you were not planned to be alive, to be in existence, how are you here? Why are you here? Ask yourself that. There goes the Trinity. So ask yourself that. If you were not planned, then why are you here? Because you were planned. I don't care who you are. If they tell you that you are unplanned, your parents, your grandparents, whoever they might be, because you live in a very dysfunctional family, don't believe them. Because they never thought or lived on a higher realm of existence. They never thought. They never think the way someone else does. The true way. The true way of thinking. I know there's something special out here. I can feel it coming up. We're getting into level land. This is great. Maybe I should go check that gravel bed up there, beyond this beautiful tree with perfect curves in the foreground. Man, look at that thing. Gee, it's the perfect spot for a gray animal. Now I definitely want the sun to come back out for this. Man, look at that. You're alive, aren't you? You were planned. You're here. Let's get a good picture right quick. You want to get a face pic, a selfie with Leonardo? Look at that contrast between light and dark. I can't get that just right. There we go. Look at that scene. The sun's at the wrong angle though. Needs to be a little bit higher. I want those 3 rocks elevated with lighting. That one has to have a little bit of highlight on the edges. And that has to have a little bit more light right there where my finger is. Man. See, I'm just coming out to try to explore and look at the beauty of all this stuff. Look at this. I'm just waiting for that time when the light comes out just right. Oops, I bumped my head. Every time I see level land, I think it might be something. And the sun's gone away again. Until now. Touch these rocks. Sorry the sun's not out. To give us that light below so we can see the brighter side of things. This is wild. It gets better every step I take. Look at this. Imagine if the sun was out. We would be in a paradise. What did I tell you about that heaven on earth? What did I tell you about heaven on earth? Yeah, you already know what I told you about heaven on earth on a different video. But you don't watch my videos, so you're going to miss out. You are definitely going to miss out. Heaven on earth. Yeah, the places some people rarely see, I guess. I don't know. I don't keep track of every human being. I know I'm the recorder. I know there's a lot of things I record, but I mean, I don't keep track of every human being. Who am I, Santa Claus? Just another little exploring video, probably about an hour long, an hour and a half. Yeah, we're coming up on someplace. Already know where we're coming up on. Just wait until you see these great big power lines. I already know they're up here. They have to be. It's a butterfly. Yeah, like I keep telling you, if we were in Missouri or Ohio, we would have found like 1,000 points by now. Man, look at this. You gotta love that exploring, guys. I know you do. You just follow those waters of eternity, you'll be just fine. Look at this bedrock here. Been exposed all this time. Probably about one out of, let's say, one person a month might see this. Maybe 2 people a month. I don't know. You know, I gotta take those reference pictures. I know you didn't see that bullfrog that was probably about the size of my head that just jumped in the water, but that's okay. Wonder where it went. There they go. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, I can take the easy route back to the place, or I can keep going through the woods. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. As I slip and fall in the water. Don't ever underestimate the powers of water. Look at that. I'm trying to take a picture. There's something heading this way. You think I should head back up there? Yeah, let's go back the easy way. We might run into some rattlesnakes because I'm wearing my creek walking shoes and nothing else. I know I'm too lazy to change my shoes, but look at these high bushes. Man. No, what am I getting myself into? What do we have in here? I don't know. This does not look good. I know there's water here. It's coming down through the different areas. And I'm sinking. This is nice though. It's adventurous. This is what I like. But I don't like what I'm looking at. Let's jump across. You know there's going to be a snake in the grass. I might have to cut off the video so I can get going somewhere really quick before it gets too bad out here. And I don't want to be stuck in some place that I can't get around, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be running back to the parking area full speed ahead, not knowing where it is. Alright, we might be okay through here. But it's nice out here. I don't care if the sun is going or not. I prefer the sun to be out. Man. Yeah, something's definitely headed this way. We better get going. Oh well. That's cool though. They'll just drive me to keep coming back. But we're not done yet. Still gotta see what's ahead of us. Looks like I'm gonna need a tick check from heaven when I get done with this. Man, there could be anything out here. I don't know what's more dangerous, trekking through the woods or trekking through the waters or trekking through this stuff. I wonder what's down below here. I guarantee you it's another crazy valley with a bunch of neck high grass. Oh man. I'm not complaining. This is great. It's adventurous. What is that over there? A car? A 1920s T model? I don't know. I see something. Yeah, it's a dishwasher. It's a washing machine. Look at that. Someone threw a washing machine down the hill. Probably 1983. Here comes the thunder. That's my nickname. They call me Thunder. Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm looking. I'm tempted to go up that hill and get back in the woods, but to go explore. But I hear thunder coming this way. Man. But see this road? Let me teach you a little bit about human influence out here. Now, they got this little road here. They dug this road out here, and now it's nothing but a big ditch where the waters of eternity from their hard rains come down here. Imagine what this place is going to look like in 1,000 years. I know. They dug this little crevice out through here in the land with their tractor. Their little bulldozers. That once was a big creek. I want to know what kind of garbage is down there. You know, Bobby and his brothers came out here to dump all that stuff down there. You know that's dangerous as you know what though. That's marshland down there. That's why they got the bamboo grass down there. Well, naturally grows there. Look at that in the horizon. It's coming this way really quick. Here comes the thunder. And I'm 2 miles from the parking area. Man, at least I got my plastic bags. I know this isn't anything. It's nothing dangerous. It's not really. It is if you don't know anything about hiking. But this isn't hiking. This is exploring. Man. Hope you enjoy these little videos of mine. I gotta get these shoes off. I do. I gotta get these creek walking shoes off when I'm out here. I still slip. Where's that old dirt road? If we're back to that old dirt road, there it is right there, where the transformers are. So, let me get this right. Let me get this straight. So, I take 2.5 hours to cut through the woods and explore and have a great time out here. And it takes me 9 minutes to get back to the main road. It's coming this way. There's a chill in the air. All that's missing is the white sky with a sheet of rain that's chasing us back. Man, who knows what's over there? I can't stop, people. I want to keep going. Check out that foot. Covered in mud. That's a cool looking picture. What did Leonardo teach you about the foot? You don't pay attention, do you? It's a masterpiece. Look at that. That's a picture for the ages. I'm taking a reference picture. You don't believe so. You think, oh, that's ugly. Judge what you may. Judge as you may. Yeah. Oh man, about them secrets. Yeah. You see the horizon in front of you. The outlines of the trees, how they drop down. Look at that. It's cool, isn't it? Look how it just outlines stuff. That's so cool. You can tell the valleys, the streams, the creeks versus the elevated spaces. Yeah. Well, then that secret I'm going to tell you is something that's going to lead into something more significant. Every detail of the Mona Lisa. Yeah. Every detail. Every line. Every outline. Every shade. Every shadow. Every essence of dark versus light. Every line that you see. Every little line. Even the line from the power lines. Everything that you see is created by the details of other paintings. But we'll get to that later. Yeah. Everything in the landscape, the details of the painting except for her face alone. Everything is fabricated from the lines of other paintings. You know me, I can't stop exploring. Check out this tree. That's an old tree right there. Probably about 150. She's smaller though. Yeah, she's a little bit smaller. I don't know if that's a hemlock or what. She's had branches cut off her. She's elderly. Oh, look at this. Look, 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 look. That tells me they had a house around here somewhere. There was a house here. Probably the old well right here. In front of the house. I know you guys want to look around. There's the old road right there. You can see it. It's where we walked earlier. But this bad boy here, that might be at least 200. I'm not sure. Where's the old pump? Should I keep it? Oh yeah, check it out. I don't know. It's so worn away though. It's got a hole in it. I know, it's just old school crock. Man, I don't want to get excited. It's old. It's garbage. But it's also a history of us. It's the history of the human race. That's why I like watching those videos where people discover things that people buried before. You know, like time capsules. No, it's nothing. It's just a nice looking piece of wood. There's got to be more of something out here. It's coming fast. I don't want to give up. I'm a long way from the parking area though. I'm a very long ride back. But I know I'm going to come up with something else. Maybe, maybe not. We're too close to the main road up here. A lot of people have been out here before. We have raindrops coming. I'll get back to you. I want to keep going, but I'm about 2 miles from the parking area. And it's about to rain cats and dogs. Lions and wolves is what I should say though. Time to put the phone up. We'll get back to exploring another day, really soon. Maybe I'll get back on the waters of eternity tomorrow. Break out the kayak. But I hope you guys enjoy the movie. I'm going to still stay exploring. I just got to put the good old device into a plastic bag for the meantime.